The green, they get back on the gas. Right now, the field 2 by 2 across the yard of bricks, and they're back to turn 1.
Yep, and they stay side by side in the entrance to turn number 1. Nothing has been decided yet. We'll see where the help comes from. Kyle Busch. Christopher Bell has a bit of an advantage, but again, cars for the high side, awfully strong off of 1.
They are door to door for the lead as Christopher Bell slips up and he gets into Reddick, and both of those cars chase up the racetrack and make heavy contact. It's a 2-car incident as Christopher Bell now comes back across the racetrack. The rear of the field scatters left and right to try to avoid Bell's car, but it was a big accident involving 2 contenders. Christopher Bell on the bottom, up the racetrack into Tyler Reddick, and Doug Rice. Both of those drivers' day is done. We hope that both drivers get out of the race cars because it was quite a lick against the turn 2 safer bearing.
Well, great call there by Nick Yeoman on that crash, and you felt like something like this was almost inevitable. We're watching right now on the monitor, and Christopher Bell is getting out of his car under his own power. As soon as you see them drop the window net, that's kind of the signal that, hey, everything is all right. And now this is going to maybe extend this race into an overtime situation. This is going to be a bit of a cleanup, Jeff and Pat.
Yeah, it really is. You hate to see 2 cars that good, Jeff, out of this race, but it just goes back as we watch the replay here. The front 2 cars, Christopher Bell on the bottom, he loses the bottom end of his car, tries to correct it, comes up the racetrack, and smacks right into the number 2 car of Tyler Reddick. And both of those cars, hard impact into the wall, and just took 2 of the season-leading cars out of competition here at Indy.
Yeah, it's clear that the 20 car Christopher Bell got loose, getting down in the corner, and once the cars break loose, he chased it up the racetrack, and unfortunately for Tyler Reddick, he had no place to go, and he gets collected up in there. And for the 2 guys that are leading 1-2 in the points, well, I guess they'll go sit in the garage area or a hospital or whatever, and they'll talk about what might have been, because they were running for a win. Yeah,
we'll have to see how the points really do shake out, as they've got one more regular season race next weekend at Las Vegas, a week from today, Doug, and that's going to change. There are some bonus points up for grabs right now. It's nothing but junk for those 2 cars.
We've had a chance to watch this being replayed about a half dozen times, and it looks to me like over and over again that Bell just comes going in there, and that 20 car just doesn't stick. He won't turn. He slides up the racetrack. Not an intentional thing by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
The car just couldn't hold on.
Did you see what just happened right there? Bell and Reddick come together, and Reddick reaches over and kind of pats him on the back. I'm pretty sure right there they both, respect one another. Yeah. And, hey, man, I didn't mean to do that. And he understood what happened. It wasn't intentional, but that's what happens. That's what's at stake here right now, guys. This is Indy, and you want that trophy, don't you, Doug?
Well, you absolutely want that trophy, and neither one of these guys that have been the preeminent players this year are going to leave here with a Brickyard trophy for the Indiana 250. Now, this opens up the door for last year's winner, Justin Allgaier, and, of course, Kyle Busch is going to be the race leader when we get restarted.